Hi Taurus, this is your March 24th through the 30th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love entering your life. Spread number 2 is for those of you who are already in a relationship or married. In the third spread, we'll see if anybody wants to get back together with you. After that, in spread number 4, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And the 5th spread will be what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is a new love this week, Taurus. We have Temperance, clarified by the Lovers. Then we have the 3 of Wands, clarified by the Ace of Swords. We also have the 2 of Cups, clarified by the 4 of Wands. In the potential outcome, we have the Knight of Cups with the Wheel of Fortune and the 6 of Wands. And we have Justice on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra. We also have Water, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Maybe a Sagittarius. Yeah, I already mentioned Sagittarius. But you could be dealing with pretty much any zodiac sign. Some of you are dealing with 2 people. Taurus. I'm not judging you. It's just definitely one way to interpret here, especially the beginning of this reading, right? If you're dealing with just one person, then it's awesome. That's freaking awesome. It's awesome anyway. Okay, let me elaborate. Let me explain. First of all, I don't want to call it a slow progress or slow spread, but it's like nobody's in a hurry here. Everybody is moving at a very comfortable pace. All right. The only card on the table that could be sort of interpreted as a kind of speedy card is the Wheel of Fortune in the middle of the potential outcome. Okay, but the main spread on the left with all those 6 cards, it's like nobody's rushing into anything, but at the same time everybody feels comfortable, right? So this reading starts with Temperance, clarified by the Lovers. Temperance is a card of balance. It is a card of patience. But the Temperance card, nobody is ever in a hurry. All right? Temperance could simply be a Sagittarius you're dealing with, right? It's also a card of healing, by the way. So perhaps some of you are still kind of finishing the healing process from maybe the previous relationship. Okay? And perhaps you may have a conversation and say, you know what, let's just take it slow. I'm still recovering from something that happened to me in the past, so let's just take it slow. And I think if you say something like that to your person, to this person, they're going to be very, very understanding. For others of you, Temperance is a card of just taking it slow because you're making a choice. The Lovers, clarifying Temperance, could be a Gemini you're dealing with, but the Lovers is a card of a choice. Some of you are choosing between 2 people. The 3 of Wands, the next card over, but the Ace of Swords could be interpreted as a card of having completed making a choice and choosing one, right? But we'll get to that in just a second. The Lovers, if it's not a Gemini, if it's not a choice you're making, then the Lovers, it's simply, you know what, in my opinion, the Lovers is the best card when it comes to the actual love connection between 2 people, right? It's a card of a soulmate connection. It's a card of a twin flame connection, if you believe in twin flames. And the Lovers is the love of your life card. So perhaps from the very beginning, both of you are going to be realizing that the 2 of you make a perfect couple, that the 2 of you are soulmates. But at the same time, you're like, you know what, let's just not screw anything up. Let's just be patient with it. Let's just have balance with it. Okay? Then we're on to that 3 of Wands, clarified by the Ace of Swords. Again, for some of you are choosing between 2 people. Those 2 cards can definitely be interpreted as having completed making a choice, right? The Ace of Swords is you're going to be clear about which of the 2 people you want to move forward with. And the 3 of Wands is a card of somebody who made up their mind, somebody who made a decision, and after that, there's no turning back. The 3 of Wands is also a card of waiting, okay? But at the same time, it's a card of waiting after some kind of a decision has been made. All right? Perhaps in the beginning, you guys are in love with one another right away, but again, you're like, you know what? Let's just not rush into anything. Let's just enjoy the moment. All right? But at some point in the future, with those 2 cards, you'll be like, you know what? Yeah, let's talk something serious. Let's talk long term. Let's talk relationships. Let's talk marriage, right? Because in the middle we have the 2 of Cups, clarified by the 4 of Wands. The 2 of Cups is similar to the Lovers, if you ask me. It's also a soulmate card. It's a card of when 2 people are on the same page, feeling the same way towards one another. And the 4 of Wands, clarifying it, is one of the marriage cards. It's also the 1111 card. It's a great card. Justice on the bottom of the deck could be a Libra you're dealing with, but Justice could be an actual place where people get married. Justice is also a card of balance, just like Temperance. Okay? In the potential outcome, the Knight of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Six of Wands, you're definitely moving forward. Definitely. The Knight of Cups could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, but it's the most loving, the most caring, the most romantic Knight out of all for Knights. The Wheel of Fortune, again, it could be a Sagittarius or some other zodiac sign, but it's also a card of like taking it to the next level and starting a cycle in the next level up. The Six of Wands used to be called the proposal card, and at the same time it is a card of victory and success. Feeling good about what's going on, feeling good about feeling good about your situation, I guess. So it looks good. Again, it's like everybody is comfortable at this pace, and you two are definitely make a perfect couple. Really happy for you, Taurus. Congratulations. If you are already in a relationship or married, Taurus, this spread is for you. We have the Queen of Swords clarified by the Six of Wands. We have the Page of Cups clarified by the Queen of Wands. We have the Nine of Cups clarified by the Star, and we have the Fool on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We also have Fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and we have Aquarius. So what stands out, Taurus? What is standing out for you? Two queens, right? The Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands, all right? So, to be honest with you, the first thing I thought of, it's going to be like an Aries birthday party or something like that. Because we are now in Aries birthday season. The Fool on the bottom of the deck is an Aries major arcana card, right? And that Queen of Wands in the middle could also be an Aries, right? The Queen of Wands could be any fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But at the same time, the Fool is a card of being spontaneous. Okay, so perhaps it's like a girls' night out. All right, I assume those two queens are girls, ladies, women. I assume that, all right? So perhaps it's like girls' night out, spa day, or you're all going out or something like that, because it looks like fun, right? The Page of Cups is an invitation, right? And at the end, right next to the deck, we have the Nine of Cups clarified by the Star. Both of those two cards are wish come true cards. All right. For some of you, again, it just feels like it's a surprise birthday party for an Aries, right? Maybe you're participating in it. For others of you, you may have multiple gatherings, multiple get-togethers. One of them could be with this Queen of Swords. The other one could be with this Queen of Wands, right? But it's a really good positive reading with the Nine of Cups and the Star being at the end. Yeah, both are wish come true cards. Great reading. Yeah. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Taurus, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex, and in your case, it may not even be an ex. We have the Sun, clarified by the Six of Cups. We have the Six of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Leo or any zodiac sign. If it is your ex, then it's a reconciliation, for sure. If it's not an ex, if it's just somebody from your past, then the two of you are going to be looking forward to starting a family together. Okay? This is such a great spread. Such a great spread. I don't even know why I clarified the Sun. But I'm kind of glad I did, because I guess it gives you more options. Yeah, the Sun could simply be a Leo. It's a Leo major arcana card. It's the only major arcana card here in this spread, in this reading. And out of all 78 cards, because we do have 78 cards in the standard or traditional tarot deck, and that card happens to be the happiest one out of all of them, and that was the very first card that came out. The very first card that came out is the happiest card in the deck. All right, so that already should tell you something. It's clarified by the Six of Cups, which is a soulmate card, and it's also a card of something or someone from the past. And the Six of Cups, such an amazing card. It could be an ex for some of you. For others of you, it doesn't have to be. It could just be somebody from your past. And with the Six of Cups, we're usually glad to see people, or glad to go back somewhere, right? With that Six of Cups. Then we have another six, the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of victory, success. It's a card of attention. Back in the day, by the way, the Six of Wands used to be called the proposal card. The Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. also qualifies as a proposal card. And the Ten of Cups right next to the deck is a card of a marriage, family, commitment. The Ten of Cups is often referred to as the happily ever after card. So this reading started with the happiest card in the deck, and it ended with the happily ever after card. I assume you're going to be happy, Taurus. I assume you're going to be either happy to get back together, or if this is somebody showing up from your past, then the two of you will click right away. Right away. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Taurus, this week. We have Death, clarified by the Eight of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, clarified by the Page of Pentacles, and we also have the Five of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. We also have Earth, another Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I don't think zodiac signs really matter. It's possible that the person or company you're going to be dealing with, somebody has that zodiac sign that I just mentioned. But you're going to be dealing with somebody from your past, for sure. For sure. If this spread is for you, you're dealing with somebody from your past. Hence all the retrogrades, the Mercury, the Venus retrogrades. When those retrogrades take place, they're not only about love, right? They're about everything. So you will be dealing from the past, with somebody from your past, and it could be an offer from your old job, or perhaps you used to work with somebody and that person, they started a new job at some point, right? And perhaps they started a new job and that workplace has an opening and that person thought of you, right? They may think, you know what, you would be like a perfect fit. Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles, it is an offer coming your way. And again, it has something to do, in some capacity, it has something to do with the past. Right? The Six of Cups right next to the deck is definitely a card of somebody from the past. The same can be said about the Five of Cups on the bottom of the deck, right? And the Six of Cups clarified by the Page of Pentacles, yeah, it's still it's that same offer, right? And it's up to you what you want to do about this. But yeah, expect the Knight of Pentacles is a very serious knight. When it comes to work, business, and finances, it's one of those cards you want to see in your reading, right? It is the most financially abundant knight out of all four knights. And that's what's coming your way. Alright? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Taurus. We have the Knight of Cups, clarified by the Two of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups, the King of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You're dealing with those two people, the Queen of Cups and the King of Swords. I don't think any of them represents you. But those two are in love. Alright, I don't see you being sad or disappointed about it either. Okay, so maybe one of them is your relative, or both of them are your friends, or one of them is your friend. Those two are getting together. Okay, and you may be invited to maybe like a housewarming party, or an engagement party, or a wedding, right? Or you'll just find out that those two are like together or something like that. Perhaps you thought that those two will never be together, but surprise, those two are together, right? So one of them is most likely a water sign, the other one is most likely an air sign. Right, the Nine of Cups, the first card that came out is a card of a wish come true. It's clarified by the Two of Cups. We have two people in the Two of Cups. It's a soulmate card. The Page of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. It could be paperwork. It could be maybe they're inviting you to go somewhere. Right, the Page of Pentacles could be like a ticket to a show, to a game, or you may have to bring something with you if they're inviting you to their housewarming party or to their engagement party, what have you. Okay, so that's what you're not expecting. And that's what I have for you for this reading, for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe. And other than that, Taurus, have an amazing week.